surely to the new form of normality. Most of us are still working from home, and to most of us it's still causing a lot of stress and anxiety. So we are live on all social channels, so welcome everybody to another day, in fact another week on planet Earth. It's Monday the 1st of June. We are getting together for the 48th time to tap together on stress, anxiety, fear, worry, frustration, sadness, overwhelming, and all the other negative emotions. And there is a whole range that we are experiencing. We're all different, so we're all experiencing negative emotions, but stress and anxiety being the dominant emotions. And EFT, emotional freedom technique, is just the right tool to help us get through this difficult time, but also to help us to learn about how to empower ourselves so that we have a really strong and practical tool in our pocket even after the pandemic. My name is Sonja Kirschner. I'm a life coach. I'm a leadership coach. I'm the founder of A Power Free Coaching, Training and Mind Freedom, and I've been on the mission since the beginning of the lockdown here in the UK, to keep us all mentally and spiritually safe in these trying times. And I've been doing that by spreading the word with your help, obviously, because you guys keep sharing, which is wonderful, through emotional freedom technique, also known as tapping. So for all those of you who are new and joining us today, welcome. In a moment I will be explaining to you what tapping is and how it works, but please make sure that your hands are clean. Hygiene is still of utmost importance because we will be touching our face. So what is EFT? Emotional freedom technique brings together two worlds. It brings together the world of the ancient Chinese acupressure, where we apply pressure with our fingertips on certain meridian points on our body. The meridian points being the end points on the meridian lines, which is the energy network within our body. And research has proven that if we suffer emotionally or physically, energy is literally stuck within the meridian lines, within our meridian network. And through us tapping, through us applying pressure on meridian points, the end points of the meridian lines, we are releasing that pressure and we are allowing the energy to flow again. Now there is another world to this which is really powerful. It's the world of the modern psychology, where we acknowledge in our own words, honestly and frankly, what is going on for us, what is going on within us emotionally, spiritually, physically, where we don't, for once, don't run away, where we don't push on and press on past whatever it is that is bothering us, but where we take a moment to acknowledge, I can hear you, whatever the emotion is, where we're curious about the emotion, where it's coming from, where we tap on it. And also maybe physical pain, is essentially developing when we ignore emotionally what is going on for us. So it's almost like a next step, next stage for our body to shout louder. So emotional freedom technique, the second world being the modern psychology, where we really are curious about what is going on, where we acknowledge with our own words what is happening and tap it by describing and almost talking to the emotions, to the pain, to find out more about them, where they're coming from, and being inquisitive and wanting to learn more, showing genuine interest. And it's not about dwelling on negativity, it's about acknowledging what is going on for us. And by doing so, in a great and powerful way, we are taking the hold these emotions or the pain have over us away from them, and we are freeing ourselves in a good and positive way. So why is emotional freedom technique so important right now? You see, our brain is a 2 million year old brain, and it's designed to protect us, to keep us safe. For everything that is happening right now in this pandemic, although we are coming slowly out of it, it's been a tough ride. We are, as humans, designed to observe what is going on around us and to keep sending signals to our brain to say whether we're safe or we're in danger. You have to know, our brain is a 2 million year old brain, and its primary function, as I said, is to protect us. The amygdala especially is a part of our brain which is designed to To keep us safe, it's a center which is always vigilantly looking out for danger. Now, if you think of us way back when we're still chased by tigers and lions, we observed the physical danger, sent the danger signal to our brain, to which our amygdala responded by sending a chemical mix, a cocktail into our body consisting of adrenaline, cortisol, the stress hormone, endorphins into our system, which made our bodies ready for the fight or for fleeing. How did it do it? By these chemicals, these hormones and endorphins. They make our heart beat faster. Our heart beats faster, it pumps blood faster through our system in an effort to oxygenize our muscles more. That's why we breathe faster. That's why, as a side effect, almost we sweat a lot when we are faced with physical danger. We are literally ready for the fight or flight. Now, fast forward to today. More often than not, we are faced with emotional danger rather than the physical danger. Emotional danger, which presents itself as fear of something which is uncertain, fear of something which is unknown, fear of something over which we don't have control, just like the pandemic. And for us, observing what is going on around us within our society and for the news, obviously worldwide, the information is available and accessible to us. We are sending danger signals to our brain. Although they are more subtle because we are not imminently faced with physical danger, our amygdala picks these signals up and responds correspondingly with the right amount of cortisol, adrenaline, endorphins into our system, to which our bodies react. And we are in the background, so to speak, running away from danger or fighting it. And that's why, even though we haven't been going anywhere so much, most of us have been working from home. That's why we feel so tired, so knackered at the end of the day or even during the day. We just are so tired. As you can imagine, this way of functioning is not good for our health. It's certainly not good for our sleep. It has an impact on our sleep, and our sleep being so crucial for us to restore ourselves. This way of living has a negative impact on our mental and spiritual being, and also on our immune system, especially now where we have to do everything to keep it up. That's why for emotional freedom technique, tapping, we're taking our power right back because we are calming down. We're allowing ourselves to calm down. We send our brain the right signals to say, I'm okay right now, regardless of whatever is going on outside of me. But I'm fine. And by doing so, we acknowledge that we are safe, and we're giving ourselves the permission to relax and restore. Our body knows exactly what to do when it thinks it is safe to restore itself. Our health repairs itself, our sleep repairs itself, our immune system is boosted. So we are literally taking our power back in the best possible sense. And for us tapping together, we are amplifying the benefits for all of us on a mass conscious level. That's why these tapping sessions, these morning tapping sessions where we join in virtually from all over the world, are so powerful. So quickly, what are those 9 tapping points we will be tapping on before we dive right into it? So we're starting out on the karate chop point. Simply said, the side of our hand right here, we are tapping 7+ times quite firmly to get that pressure applied. Next up is the beginning of the eyebrows right here, followed by the side of the eyes right here, and you can tap on one side or the other because the meridian lines run on both sides of our body. Then underneath the eyes, you can tap with 2 fingers or more. As you can see, personally I like to tap on both sides and with more than just 2 fingers, but it's up to you. Followed by the end, by underneath the nose. Then the chin, but it's not quite the chin, it's this crack below the lip. Then the collarbone around 2-3 inches below the collarbone. Followed by underneath the armpit for women, around 4 inches below where the brow line sits. 4 inches below the armpit, finishing off the tapping cycle on the top of our head. Which does look a little bit funny, but it's very powerful. So trust the process. So there you have it. So if you know somebody who is struggling emotionally or physically right now, and let's face it, most of us are in one way or another, although we may not show it to the external world, then do hit the share button, invite them to join us this tapping session we're about to start, and it would be great if they could join us live, so hit the share button, invite people to join us right now. Alternatively, they can obviously watch the recording of this live video, so do hit the share button now. And as you've done that, let's just jointly and together take a deep breath in through our nose and breathe out through your mouth. And as you do, set yourself the intention to calm down, to relax, to slow down in this moment. And notice what you notice. Notice what is happening within you. Notice your emotions, how you are feeling, and what the dominant negative emotion is. And it may be stress, it may be anxiety, it may be fear, worry, or overwhelmment. What is the dominant negative emotion for you? And notice where in your body this emotion lives. It may be in your head, it may be in your chest, in your stomach, and notice how it feels. Is it a tingling feeling? Is it a way of pressure? Or perhaps you're experiencing physical pain. Maybe you have had this headache or this neck ache or this shoulder ache for a while. And how does it feel? Is it a dull pain or a sharp pain? Does it feel as if the entire weight of the world is sitting on your shoulders? So notice in detail how you feel. Notice your emotional, your physical pain and where it lives. And on a scale of intensity between 1 and 10, when 1 is the lowest and 10 is the highest, what number would you give it right now? And you bring it up, I would expect the number to be around 5 or above. So what number would you give this emotional, this physical pain for yourself? That's great. Remember the number, write it down, we will be coming back to it. So we'll start tapping right now. All I want you to do to repeat after me and trust the process. I will be also in a moment giving you time, 2 rounds, to acknowledge in your own words, to describe in your own words what is happening for you. I will be tapping with you, but I will want you to choose your own words. But for now, let's tap together, breathe, and repeat after me. Keep breathing to breathe in further, breathe further, energy blockages. So we are starting to tap on the side of our hand right here. Just repeat after me. Even though I feel all this stress, anxiety and fear in my body, right now I am choosing to let it go. One more time. Even though I feel all this stress, all this anxiety and fear in my body, right now I am choosing to let it go. And one more time. Even though I feel all this stress, all this anxiety and fear in my body, right now I'm choosing to let it go. All this stress, all this anxiety, all this fear, all this worry, all this overwhelmment, and all this frustration, all this pain that I've been carrying around. It's weighing me down. In fact, it is draining me. I can feel it in my body. And I wish it wasn't there. All this emotional pain, all this physical pain, feel like a heavy, dark cloud hanging over me. All this anxiety. And as we now continue together, I want you to choose your own words. Keep breathing in deeply by choosing your own words, describing your emotional and physical pain as honestly as you can, and just listen. Starting at the beginning of the eyebrows right here. Choose your own words. Side of the eyes. Underneath the eyes. Underneath the nose. Chin. Collarbone. Armpit. Top of the head. We're doing really well. We're doing another round together. You're choosing your own words, what is going on. Keep tapping. Beginning of the eyebrows. Side of the eyes. Underneath the eyes. Underneath the nose. Chin. Collarbone. Underneath the armpit. On top of the head. Really well done. And now we continue together, so again, just repeat after me and keep breathing in deeply and out deeply too. Even though I'm feeling all this physical pain, even though I feel all this emotional pain, right now I'm choosing to relax. And even though I may find it difficult to just let go, right now I am certainly willing to do so. Right now I am choosing to relax. Right now I'm choosing to let everything that has been weighing me down go. This heavy dark cloud which is hanging over me, I can see it dispersing into the nothingness from which it came. I am allowing harmony, peace and joy to flow to me. And I can feel how harmony, peace and joy are penetrating every cell of my body. Right now I am pressing the reset button. And I can feel my body responding. I forgive myself for having been so hard on myself. But I acknowledge that I've been doing the best that I can. I am proud of myself for taking my power back in this way. For choosing peace and harmony over fear and worry. I am letting in everything that is good for me. I am letting in love and light. And my body and mind know exactly how to restore themselves. Right now, I feel good. Right now, I feel relaxed. Right now, I feel refreshed. And I'm taking in a deep breath of all the love and light that I deserve. And I am taking this feeling of well-being, love and harmony with me into this day and into every other day to follow. And so it is. And as we gently stop tapping together, I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose. And breathe out through your mouth. And as you do, just notice what has changed. Just notice what has shifted for you. With emotional and physical pain, how has it shifted? And by how many points has the intensity gone down? Really well done for showing up for yourself in this honest way. You've done a really good job. So thank you for joining in. As you know, tapping is incredibly powerful, but when we do it together from a mass conscious perspective, we are increasing the benefit, amplifying the effects, the positive effect it has on us. So much more. So thanks for joining in. Thanks for showing up for yourselves in this way. We are another day closer to the end of the lockdown. We are slowly returning back to a new form of normality with the measures the government is putting into place. We will be tapping until including the 12th of June, when most of us will start returning back to work. So thank you for joining in. Please do invite people to this live stream. I'm really on the mission to share the word about EFT, to educate as many people as possible about this powerful tool with which we can empower ourselves even after this pandemic. And you can play your part by sharing this invitation to join us at these daily live streams every Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. And if you're joining us from outside the UK, it's 10 a.m. BST for around 20 to 25 minutes every weekday, Monday to Friday. Or share the live recording, the recorded version of this live video. People can benefit from that too. So thanks very much for showing up for yourselves. You are great, and we are in this together, and we are coming out of this together. And keep tapping, empower yourself in this way. Thanks for joining in. Have a great day, and I see you all tomorrow right here on the live stream at 10 a.m. BST. Have a great day. Bye for now.